I like to share the fundamental secret that I learned while changing my personality into a personality that I wanted and currently I am living in. So, people usually don't know that any of their dreams, any of their future goals can be achieved if they change the way they think, the way they behave, and the way they act. Because as humans, one of the greatest gifts that we receive from the Mother Nature is our brain. So most people are living in a life that they don't know, that actually they are living in an automatic pattern. Before 5 years ago, I was in there as well. So I was programmed in a way that I behaved in a certain way that created my personality and created my reality. So that reality was very limited and very negative and self-sabotaging and very bitter and angry. So I didn't want to act that personality. So what I'm explaining is, if you have a personality that currently you have, it is because how your brain worked to create that personality. So if you wanted to change that personality to a different one, it is possible and it is very fulfilling after we achieve that personality. As an example, if you want to become a doctor, at any age you can be a doctor. But the reality is, there is a talk in your head that is telling it is not possible, you are age and you have to do so much work, and sort of mind talking is going in your head. So we think that this is the reality and we accept it. This reality is created based on the past experiences you had, based on the environment you live, based on the informations that you feed into your mind. So those informations created a negative narrative and a personality that you currently have. If you had a good information and good supportive system, good guardians, then your personality will be very positive and very confident, like kind of. So what I learned was, there is one step, the single one step and the initial step that is very important in order for you to change your life and achieve your goals. That is consciousness or self-awareness. Because as our mind is programmed, we don't know actually what we are talking, and sometimes you blame to someone but you don't want it to be to that way, but automatically the words are coming, you're blaming, complaining, and sometimes you behave in a certain way that you don't want to behave. So those are the automatic programs. So you have to always be aware of these sudden talks, activities, and what is going in your mind. That is the fundamental thing, because if you identify that, then you are in a state of consciousness and in a state of awareness. You know what is going in your head. If you are going to talk to someone or talk to your leader or to your friend, if you are going to blame, then you can stop that. Then you can be aware that I'm going to blame. So with the consciousness and the awareness that you have in your mind, then you can have better options rather than the automatic program that you had in the past years. So that is the main thing that we must achieve. After that, any other thing is very possible and it's very easy. So you must achieve that consciousness, because consciousness is the main thing that drive to your success. As an example, if you want to become a doctor, then your daily habits, daily routine should be in a way that supports to the goal to become a doctor. As an example, if you are going to sleep at 7 p.m. and you don't study and you are very lazy, then that will not or never create the personality or the dream that you have to become a doctor. So, but with consciousness, you can consciously know, oh, I'm going to sleep, so it is not good. I have to wake up and I have to study, and after that I can have the 7 hours sleep. So that is the thing I'm talking. So be aware about the consciousness before going into anything in your life. If you are feeling like you are a very angry person, people don't like me, so you created that reality because of your thoughts in your mind. And if you want to create that into another personality, like kind, empathic, very joyful, then you have to believe in that and you have to follow that. Before going into that, be consciousness about what you think. Most people don't usually share this knowledge because think a world that everyone is capable and joyful and happy. Then what happened to this world? The system will be collapsing. So make sure to fight for your dreams and be conscious. And always remember, do not settle into the bare minimum because you are more capable than you think.